What is it like to be part of the largest grassroots movement on planet Earth, defending planet Earth? This is Powershift. Take 10,000 fed-up environmentalists, bring them to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., organize them, train them to make effective change, put them to action, and you've got one hell of a movement.
To go 100% clean energy.
What do we want? Lights off. What do we want? Clean water. What do we want? Less waste. What do we want it now?
The first ever national standards for limiting mercury and air toxins from our nation's power plants.
The extraction of fossil fuels from our public lands is totally uncalled for.
Tell me again why it's all right to put 90 billion tons of global warming pollution into the atmosphere every 24 hours.
The first day of Powershift, we arrived in Washington, D.C. after 12 hours of travel. St. Anthony's Church was kind enough to let us stay for the weekend, free of charge. We immediately left for the Powershift Conference Center. Some of us learned to use the subway system for the first time ever. Upon arrival, we checked in and received our conference passes for the weekend. And finally, took our seats in preparation to hear the keynote speakers of the night. Keynote speakers included Al Gore.
And don't ever doubt for 1 minute that you can make all the difference.
And Van Jones. Day 2 of Powershift, we arose bright and early to engage in regional training sessions where activists from Michigan, Indiana, and Wisconsin converged to learn how to create effective activism and social change after Powershift. Small groups were led by trainers.
So basically I went to Chicago to learn how to train small groups of people.
So what are we doing today?
So we're going to run the largest organizing and training event in the history of the world, and we're basically going to teach people how to build teams and how to win environmental campaigns.
Trainers led discussions in small groups and produced goals for post-Powershift campaigns.
Like I said, we're from Central Michigan University. Woo! And we're going to go back to our community and we're going to engage and create awareness about sustainability, obviously on campus and in our community.
When there's something dirty at MSU, who are you going to call? Call buses! When there's smog in the air, then it don't look good. Who are you going to call? Call buses!
In the afternoon, attendees got to choose from 3 workshops to attend from over 100 options. My choices included information on fracking, the power of social media.
So, despite what you might think, social media is not just an effective way to make fun of Charlie Sheen. It's actually a tool for changing your campus or community or state or country and creating revolutions. And we're going to talk about a couple concepts, a couple tools, and some really great examples.
And how to start an effective bottled water campaign, which MSU is starting this fall.
Our Think Outside the Bottle campaign works to promote public water systems and support really great tap water and challenge the bottled water industry.
Finally, in the evening, keynote speakers, which included Lisa P. Jackson.
When you attack the EPA, the effects will be to the American people. The American people are counting on you to stand up for their health.
Bill McKibben.
The first thing we need to do is build a movement. We will never have as much money as the oil companies, so we need a different currency to work in. We need bodies, we need creativity, we need...
And Tim Christopher.
We're at this key point where our challenge is not just to reduce emissions anymore. That's still important. We still need to reduce emissions, but now we have this other challenge of maintaining our humanity.
Day 3 of Powershift, we met up with our regional groups once more to finalize our group training.
About 29 minutes to construct this.
We said our farewells.
I've gained resources and friends.
I want to thank you all so much for being here, for being present, okay? This has been an incredible 2 days of this movement building workshop.
And then we headed out to our statewide breakouts. At the Michigan breakout, we spread out into panels that had more specific goals related to what we could do back home. I chose a panel on clean energy solutions on campus. We finalized the breakout by taking a group photo and getting pumped for tomorrow. The evening was set aside for relaxation and preparation for the next day's rally, which included film screenings and poster making. Washington, D.C. could never prepare for what was going to happen next.
Save this planet, make some noise!
We want renewable energy. We want them to clean up their act now and assure a livable future for our children.
This is why we need President Obama to stand with us, to stand up against the polluters and make them pay, and bring us to a clean energy future. Go, go!
Rising up!
Appalachia! Rising up! West Coast!
Rising up!
Tell me what democracy looks like!
The group that we're fighting for. 100 years, none of us in this park will be here.
The rally congregated in Lafayette Square, and from there, we began our march.
We're gonna go over to the chamber, we're gonna go to BP, and then another crew of us are gonna go to the Hill and actually let these people know what we want is a clean energy future.
And as a result of last November's action, they tried to dismantle the EPA.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Andre Gaines, who is one of the thousands of courageous Gulf Coast residents who answered the call. Help, everyone, the coast needs help.
We will make it right. We will make it right. We will make it right.
So what's happening after this protest?
After this protest, we'll have another one. And we're going to be leaving from Lafayette Square, and we'll be heading to the Department of the Interior, and we'll be paying them a visit.
You guys ready to give up? No! You guys ready to back down? No! You guys want to take some more action?
I had an incredible time. I learned a lot. And I will never forget this experience.
Yeah!
And rest assured, the movement doesn't end here.